How you doing? How you doing? I'm your handsome, slender host, Christopher Dylan Williams, and today I'm gonna give my thoughts on the HBCU Legacy Bowl. So basically, guys, the HBCU Legacy Bowl is like an all-star game or like a preview game for HBCU athletes to showcase their talent to NFL or different professional football affiliations as well. Shout out to Zarian Hayes. He had 4 sacks in the HBCU Legacy Bowl as well. But I'm gonna give you my thoughts, just a little bit of my thoughts for the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Um, I felt the atmosphere was great. I wasn't there, but I was watching it on NFL Network. But Jackson State, the Sonic Boom was there. The atmosphere was like a regular HBCU game. But one thing I would like to shout out about is I was very unimpressed with the quarterback play. The only quarterback that I was impressed with, Davius Richard. He was making his reads, making his passes, making the correct decisions on the field. But when I was seeing the other quarterbacks like Quentin Williams from Howard, um, Jeremy Musa from FAMU, the other guy from Benedict College, I was not impressed. Because I'm just saying, you're on the biggest stage of your life. Your life. You might only get this one opportunity. God willing that you get another opportunity at that. But to show that type of poor play by the quarterbacks, I was unimpressed. Now, mind you, it was basically a defensive game. And yes, a lot of the quarterbacks, they were getting a lot of their passes blocked and things like that. Uh, but at the same time, I just feel like if you're on this big stage, you're gonna have to go all out. But mind you, this is only a showcase for athletes, right? So it's basically like the individual awards for the athlete, and basically this is showcasing their talent. I remember last year it was Lyndon Bubba McDaniel was a part of it as well, and Tyree Carter was a part of it. Well, he was part of the Senior Bowl, but I just feel like the HBCU Legacy Bowl is um, a great opportunity for other athletes to have the avenue to reach the NFL, whether they uh, went to a previous school that was a PWI, different schools like that. The HBCU Legacy Bowl gives them an opportunity um, to make their dreams come true. I know I'm going on the tangent saying the same thing, but I'm just using that for emphasis and stuff like that. Now, Zarian Hayes, that man was everywhere. Block passes, 4 sacks as well, batted balls as well. I'm doing the podcast. Bree, Bree, Bree. I'm sorry for the that was my sister, guys. I kind of got distracted because she was calling my name, so I'm gonna edit it out and stuff like that. But yeah, Zarian Hayes for Alabama A&M was everywhere. He really gave all the quarterbacks a bad day on the Robinson side for the HBCU Legacy team. But I feel like the atmosphere was great. Just the play was kind of piss poor. But shout out to Jordan Carter as well. Jordan Carter almost got an interception, and also it was number 27 for Robinson, but he went to Southern as well. It was Ty. Todd made a couple good plays, tackles. He was all over the field. So Southern had a big standing on the defensive back side as well. But all the quarterbacks that were on the Robinson side just unimpressed me. I was not impressed. Um, Missing passes, missing like easy passes too, overthrowing receivers. But I hope all these guys, they get an opportunity um, to go where they're able to go, or have an opportunity to to go to the next level. Maybe they have to go. Maybe some of them might not reach the NFL yet. Maybe they have to go the United Football League. That's with the XFL and the USFL as well. Or they got to go to Japan with the X League, or the XFL, or Arena Football League. So a lot of these players might not get drafted, but the NFL is kind of like the not for long league. Um, the average, what you call it? The average time for any position in the NFL is about 3 years, right? Look at Mac Jones, and Bailey Zappi. They basically are now going to become NFL journeymen and NFL backups once the draft hits. So you really, to be honest, NFL fans are really rocking with a player with that one good year that they have. But after like year two, and they see like no progression from the first year, they're going to let them go. So the players that these NFL teams let go, a lot of these players in the middle of the season are going to be on their rosters. Just somebody has to give them that opportunity and that chance. Somebody has to say, okay, let me take on this kid has promise. Let me take a chance on this kid. They might not have had the greatest college career ever, but they see something in them that's great, and allows them that opportunity to be on the team, to win a championship, to contend for a playoff. But yeah, guys, and also I want to give my shout out to Davius Richards from North Carolina Central. That's in the MEAC, which is also a HBCU. So the situation was he got injured. And it was like around the first, maybe second quarter, early second quarter. And he made a goal line score, and then he injured his leg. But I feel like, in my opinion, Davius Richards has the most promise among all the quarterbacks. Nothing to say to down Jeremy Musa, to down the other Quentin Williams from Howard. They are great athletes, but they're not Davius Richard. Davius Richard, he was in overtime, and he led his team to beat Jackson State. He's a game changer, not a game manager. You can see all the games throughout. Elon, Campbell, they had some position where they led. Any team that Davius goes against, he has this confidence that he's going to win. That he can make, that every time that he has the ball in his hands, he's going to make a change. But really, the Davius Richards injury is sad to see, but I feel like this man's journey has just begun, because his injury is used for God's purpose. You see, some things in your life happen for a reason, or God causes for a reason. You might not know what's happening, but you know that God's purpose is going to propel you somewhere that uses that situation or that problem for his glory. And that's what Davius is being used by Christ for. Yeah, he had an injury, but it takes the faith to get back up. Because when Davius got hurt, I just saw him being cool and collected, drinking some Gatorade or some water, and I can tell, man, that he was being used for God's purpose. Look at Damar Hamlin. Damar Hamlin had a heart attack on the field and was dead for 9 minutes. But all those people who saw this became believers in Christ. So God can use anybody or anything for his glory. So if something bad is happening in your life, God may have caused it for a reason, for you to strengthen his faith, strengthen your faith or her faith, for you to become stronger in your faith and your trust in God. But Davius Richard, he has the opportunity to do what Steve McNair did, right? Coming from a small school like North Carolina Central, coming from Alcorn State, like Eric McNair, Steve Eric McNair, RIP, where he went to. He has a chance to build a legacy to go to the NFL. I was reading a report. I was looking at a YouTube channel. It was discussing like a lot of teams, that need a quarterback, like the Falcons, the Steelers, the Vikings, different people who are in need of backup quarterbacks, in need of starting quarterbacks, are on Davius's radar. So this injury that Davius has come upon to, this is not the end of his career. Because because look at Damon Clark. Damon Clark, he went to Southern Lab, and he got injured while he was playing at LSU, but he was still drafted. So I just feel as though Davius could go undrafted. He could go drafted. But, only God knows where it's going to take him. But Davius will make the NFL. He might have a longer road to take, right? But it just takes his faith to get there. See, God gives us the tools of our life. But sometimes, faith it's like climbing up a ladder. You keep going. You might have like a little stop, but you keep going. You keep pushing. Keep going, keep pushing. So if Davius, if he has to go to the spring league, like the United Football League, that's the USFL, XFL, etc. If he has to go over there in that area, so be it. But he's gonna go to the NFL. But yeah, guys, prayers up to Davius Richard. He will be back, and I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to interview this guy. That's one of my top college football interviews. But yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I am your handsome host, Chris Williams. You have a good one. God bless. Peace. Love you guys.